At first, the Pentagon F-18 looks far too small to stop anything serious. But within minutes, this portable barrier can block a speeding truck without needing anchors or heavy equipment. Its fast setup and compact design make it feel like a surprisingly clever piece of security tech built for high-risk situations. From the ground, nothing looks unusual. Then, in seconds, a steel barrier rises up. This hydraulic road blocker turns hidden infrastructure into a physical wall. Designed for tight spaces, but strong enough to stop high-speed impacts instantly. Which of these vehicle stopping systems surprised you the most? This one or the others in the series? A pursuit doesn't always end with a crash or a roadblock. Star Chase changes the game by launching a small adhesive tracker onto a fleeing vehicle. Instead of immediate confrontation, officers can follow its live location from a safe distance. Quiet, precise, and low impact, it turns a high-speed chase into a controlled digital tracking operation. Sometimes a chase doesn't end with distance, but timing. A patrol car gently contacts the rear of a fleeing vehicle at a precise angle. The car spins and comes to a stop within seconds. Fast, controlled, and highly trained, used to end dangerous pursuits instantly. Modern police chases don't always end with spike strips on the road. This is Mobile Spike, a system mounted directly on a patrol car. Instead of setting up a trap, officers deploy spikes while still moving. Tires are deflated gradually, bringing the vehicle to a controlled stop. No violent blowout, no chaos. A chase that used to take minutes can end in seconds. At first glance, it looks like a simple security gate, but in seconds, it transforms into a vehicle-catching net. Instead of blocking with steel or concrete, it physically traps a moving car mid-impact, a concept that feels closer to sci-fi than real-world security engineering. A thin strip on the road that can end a chase instantly. When a vehicle rolls over it, hollow spikes puncture the tires in a controlled way. No explosion, no loss of control, just a gradual shutdown of movement. Simple in design, but extremely effective in real pursuits. From the back of a pursuing patrol car, everything can change in an instant. The grappler system fires a reinforced net that locks onto a fleeing vehicle's rear wheel, physically binding it to the police unit. Instead of a high-impact crash, the chase ends in controlled tension as both vehicles slow together. It's a striking blend of precision and restraint, turning pursuit into a calculated mechanical capture. At first, it looks like nothing more than a quiet strip embedded in the ground. But the moment a vehicle passes the checkpoint, sharp steel teeth rise into action, piercing tires and forcing an immediate stop. Unlike dramatic crashes or heavy impact barriers, this system relies on controlled deflation to neutralize movement. Compact, fast, and unforgiving, it turns any entry point into a silent but decisive security gate. It looks almost like a simple mechanical arm, but in motion, it becomes a precise capture tool. During a chase, the crook hook extends and latches onto a target vehicle, creating a firm mechanical link that restricts escape without high-speed collisions. The pursuit shifts from chaos to control in seconds. Compact yet assertive, it transforms interception into a calculated, physical grip on movement itself. It appears harmless at first, just a bright plastic frame stuck to a windshield. But once attached, it completely disables the vehicle by blocking the driver's view, forcing it to stay parked until released. No towing, no heavy machinery, just a simple suction-based lock that turns a car into an immovable object. Fast to apply and hard to ignore, it redefines how parking enforcement stops a vehicle in place. Movement is often stopped by force, but sometimes by restraint instead. Bola wrap works from a distance, launching a Kevlar tether that wraps around a person's limbs to restrict motion without a physical takedown. Compact in design, yet precise in effect, it shifts an encounter from pursuit to controlled immobilization in seconds. Some dangers don't come from impact, but from a single wrong step. Surface Guard is designed as a protective coating that transforms ordinary floors into high-grip, safety-enhanced surfaces. Once applied, it reduces slipping risks in wet or high-traffic areas. Without changing the structure beneath, discreet yet functional, it turns invisible hazards into controlled, safer movement zones. It doesn't look like much when it's folded in a compact bundle, but once deployed, it expands into a wide net designed to rapidly entangle and immobilize a target from a short distance. Instead of forceful impact, it relies on entrapment to limit movement within seconds. Lightweight, fast, and surprisingly effective, it turns open space into a controlled capture zone almost instantly. Security doesn't always begin with something fixed in the ground. This modular system links multiple portable sections into a solid defensive line, capable of stopping vehicles while still being quickly assembled or reconfigured. Each unit locks together to create a continuous barrier that adapts to different layouts and threat levels. Flexible in form, but firm in function, it turns open space into an adaptable protection line within minutes. Here is another type of road barrier. The creators prioritized portability and equipped it with wheels. The final product is a trailer that is simple to move to any needed spot. Once positioned, the wheels are detached and the unit is set up. The barrier rises up to 1 meter and lifts in 3.5 seconds or just 1.5 seconds with the upgraded model. It is compatible with PLC systems, so automation is possible. A remote control is included, and in urgent situations, the barrier can be operated manually. For added eco-friendliness, solar panels can also be installed. If you are short on funds for high-tech gear, you can still improve what you already have. This tool installs on a patrol car and lets officers flatten a suspect's tire in just 4 seconds. With a simple button press inside the vehicle, a spike strip is deployed. It strikes the suspect's tire, bringing the car to a stop. The best part is that the officer stays inside the vehicle the entire time. Cobra caps might sound like the title of a Limp Bizkit album, but it's actually the name of these disposable restraints. Unlike traditional metal handcuffs, they look more like heavy-duty plastic ties and may not appear very tough, yet they can restrain even the most aggressive suspects. It takes 192 kilograms of force to snap them. Their design prevents over-tightening and makes it impossible to break free by wedging a hard object between the cuffs. Cobra caps are also built to handle temperatures ranging from -29 to +49 degrees Celsius, making them suitable for use in any season. There's also a reusable version made specifically for training, the R107U Model 350. It is hard to say how many terror incidents might have been prevented if tools like this had been deployed in busy public spaces. This portable system, though it looks lightweight, can stop even massive, heavy vehicles weighing up to 16,500 pounds. The unit itself weighs just 53 pounds. It comes with wheels and can be set up by one person without needing any tools. Multiple units can be linked together to form a continuous barrier, making it ideal for protecting wide zones. Military bases, music festivals, train stations, airports. The list of places where the MVB-3X safety barriers would be useful goes on and on. This device not only impresses, but amazes with its balance of weight and performance. Weighing just 24 kilograms, the barrier can be installed in 1 minute without any tools. It can stop all kinds of vehicles from motorcycles to 7.5-ton trucks traveling at 48 kilometers per hour. The creators of the MVB-3X are confident no other barrier matches its ratio of weight to stopping distance. Plus, the MVB-3X meets global ISO and ASTM standards. Net and cable barriers. These two innovative systems, created in North Carolina, activate automatically just 2 seconds before a vehicle approaches and can stop it even at high speeds. Numerous tests have confirmed that this net-style barrier can halt a truck weighing 22 tons traveling at 80 kilometers per hour. After impact, the truck's cabin was completely wrecked, while the barrier sustained only minor damage. The full-length version of the net stretches up to 27 meters, making it suitable for blocking roads of any width. A more compact variant features a strong cable that can be set up from scratch in just 45 minutes and extend up to 17 meters. This model is capable of stopping light vehicles weighing up to 7 tons at speeds of 50 kilometers per hour. A British firm has created an even safer and more efficient approach. What makes it so effective is that it does not need to physically touch the suspect's vehicle. This is a self-operating system equipped with advanced internal technology. When activated, it emits strong RF and microwave signals. An onboard operator manages the controls, allowing the system to disable nearby vehicles. Repeated testing confirms it performs just as well on land, over water, or even in the air. The wave range varies from 160 to 300 feet, based on the type of vehicle being intercepted. This company is a top supplier of perimeter defense systems and is recognized as a reliable partner by the United States military and many commercial clients. Pretty impressive, right? You would not immediately guess they produce barriers that look a lot like volleyball nets. These are designed to stop vehicles too. During trials, the system successfully halted a 7-ton truck moving at 64 kilometers per hour. Restoring the barrier after impact only takes a few minutes. And the setup is so efficient that some users have run it through over 1 million cycles. By the way, Google, NASA, BP, and Shell are all on their client list. The creators of this suitcase claim it's the only self-operating tool capable of stopping any vehicle from motorcycles to big rigs within seconds. It weighs just 16 kilograms and holds a hidden 4-meter-long spike strip. Setup takes only 5 seconds. Officers simply place it on the ground, step back at least 100 meters, and press a button. Whether it's sand, gravel, snow, or even standing water, the suspect's vehicle will come to a halt within 100 meters. The strip can be quickly retracted in 1 second to protect the tires of following police vehicles. This system is available on every continent except Antarctica. Picture a police car spinning out another vehicle by tapping its rear bumper. Do you know what this move is called? It is known as the Pursuit Intervention Technique, or PIT. It looks impressive in action movies and even more so in real life, especially at high speeds. In fact, officers in Arkansas had to use a PIT at 175 kilometers per hour. That is where all that training comes into play. However, some research has shown This maneuver can be quite risky for cars with stability control systems. Even at low speeds, the pit technique remains a widely used police tactic. One night, Leonard Stock was watching a TV show featuring police chases and realized that not all of them ended well. When he went to bed, he could not stop thinking about what he had seen. In the middle of the night, he woke up with an idea: grappler. This vehicle-stopping device might not look as flashy as some high-tech gadgets, but its effectiveness is undeniable. A nylon net mounted at the front of the police car is deployed to trap the wheel of the fleeing vehicle, instantly stopping the pursuit. The grappler system is tucked behind a reinforced bumper, so it does not affect driving performance, and it has already been used to capture more than 600 suspects. What's a fast, simple, and effective way to deal with illegal parking in the US? One answer is the Barnacle, a windshield-mounted parking lock. When a driver parks unlawfully, they must pay a fine to receive a code that unlocks the device. If they try to flee without paying or force it off, an alarm will sound and a GPS signal will alert authorities to the location. Also, once the barnacle is removed, it can't be left on the road. The user must return it to a designated spot or face another fine. Since 2020, this system has been rolled out in several American cities, with each unit costing around $5,000. Grappler Police Bumper Speed. This fresh invention was created to stop suspects during high-speed chases. The system uses simple but clever technology. It is mounted directly on the patrol car's bumper. To trap the fleeing suspect, officers press a special button that activates a strong nylon tether. It latches onto the rear wheel of the escaping car, locking its axle. This creates a firm grip that is nearly impossible to break. Once secure, the officer simply releases the cable and moves to a safe distance, waiting for the arrest. The American inventor claims this will boost officers' safety, no more forcing criminals off-road or ramming them. He also stated he is ready to supply this unique tool to every police department across the United States. Police now have another device in their toolkit, Guardian HX. This pneumatic launcher fires GPS tags, useful both in high-speed chases and low-key operations. For instance, an officer can secretly tag a suspicious car as it drives through a checkpoint. It works from up to 18 meters away, giving officers plenty of flexibility. Just like BolaWrap, Guardian HX includes a laser sight to help with aiming. It runs on electricity and lasts a full day on a single charge. When not in use, it fits neatly into the provided case. For tougher missions, there is also a model that mounts onto patrol cars. Last year, pirates began causing trouble in the San Francisco Bay using stolen or abandoned boats to raid yachts and floating homes. The local police are trying to stop them, but they're short-staffed and lacking trained personnel. It's become a real nightmare. I wonder if the team at Pezzle Arrest Systems has heard about this. They manufacture barriers that could help improve the situation. These barriers are installed in high-risk areas and are designed to catch and jam the propellers of pirate boats. Their build quality is so high, they've even been approved by the UK Department of Transport.
It has flipped the boat.
The final device on today's list helps stop a car chase before it can even begin. It is easy to carry, compact, and small enough to fit inside your car's glove box. Its special design rips into the tire and fully deflates it within 5 seconds. It is best used ahead of operations where there is a strong chance the target might flee by car. Hey, do not just sit there. Time to wake up that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time, mind-blowing facts from history. What is happening now and what is coming? The force of nature and wild creatures, bizarre facts and unexplained events. You will get all that and more here. Hit subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Last year, pirates began causing trouble in the San Francisco Bay using stolen or abandoned boats to raid yachts and floating homes. The local police are trying to stop them, but they're short-staffed and lacking trained personnel. It's become a real nightmare. I wonder if the team at Pezzle Arrest Systems has heard about this. They manufacture barriers that could help improve the situation. These barriers are installed in high-risk areas and are designed to catch and jam the propellers of pirate boats. Their build quality is so high, they've even been approved by the UK Department of Transport.
It has flipped the boat.
The next gadget on our list has a name that says it all, and its shape slightly resembles a razor. This tire killer is built to puncture tires and slow down a vehicle, but only when it is heading the wrong way. On the other hand, if you are moving in the right direction, there is no risk. The angled spikes are designed so they will not damage the tires. The alternative is a handgun attachment that transforms a deadly shot into a non-lethal one. The concept is simple yet clever. When fired, the bullet strikes a metal ball that slows it down by 80%. The result feels like a heavy blow from a hammer, but doesn't cause a penetrating wound. The alternative is designed for use at distances between 5 and 9 meters and works with 9mm and .40 caliber pistols. Although it's a single-use device, it gives law enforcement a safer option to neutralize suspects without using deadly force. Last year, Axon unveiled its latest invention, the Taser 10. When fired, this stun weapon instantly disrupts muscle control, causing the target to fall. Unlike most stun guns, the Taser 10 carries 10 projectiles that travel at 62.5 meters per second and remain effective up to 14 meters. Instead of warning shots, officers can use a loud sound paired with a blinding flash to confuse the suspect. Axon also created helpful software to go along with the Taser 10. Axon VR lets officers sharpen their aim in virtual reality, while Axon Evidence collects data that is useful for case reports. This next device operates on a similar principle. The key difference is that its spikes extend in both directions, making it ideal for halting vehicles regardless of which way they're traveling. Although the setup appears intimidating, the 5-inch spikes are a threat only to offenders. A built-in hydraulic mechanism controls the deployment and retraction of the spikes, allowing the surface to remain completely level when not in use. Facing asymmetric threats like drone swarms and low-flying supersonic missiles, advanced defense systems are critical for naval forces. The Thales Artemis system is already in use by 4 navies and offers several advantages. Firstly, its advanced sensors provide 120-degree coverage with a single camera, whereas other systems typically need 8. Artemis can track up to 200 targets simultaneously, ranging from missiles to drones and tanks. It also excels in emission-controlled environments, keeping the ship's location hidden from enemy reconnaissance. Leonardo and Blue Halo are consistently refining and presenting their drone neutralization system. Starting with a Striker APC, they equipped it with an array of weapons. Beyond the standard 30mm automatic cannon, the vehicle also carries 70mm laser-guided missiles. However, the standout feature for combating drones is the Locust laser module, boasting 26 kilowatts of power. This enhancement allows the APC to target drones at altitudes of up to 5 kilometers, even if they're moving at speeds around 60 kilometers per hour. Furthermore, it excels in electronic warfare, incorporating both the Titan QS and Titan SV systems. The Patriot Trimos mortar system is tailored for current and future combat demands. It combines a compact design with a remarkable rate of fire. This system can be mounted on 4-core 4, 6-core 6, or 8-core 8 trucks, thanks to its advanced hydraulic pneumatic recoil system. Compatible with 81 and 120mm NATO ammunition, the Trimos can begin firing within 60 seconds of deployment. It delivers 15 rounds per minute and has a 7-kilometer range. Additionally, integrating it into the battlefield management system enhances its effectiveness in hit-and-run tactics. If one word could describe the RLWP combat station, it would be versatility. Its modular design lets the military customize its equipment based on specific missions or needs. The RWP accommodates 7.62mm machine guns, 30mm cannons, and various missile launchers, including Javelin and Hellfire. Non-lethal options are also available, such as electronic warfare systems or grenade launchers for smoke, light, and stun ammunition. Being platform independent, it can even mount on robotic combat vehicles. The US Army already employs these systems, and as of September, the British Army has followed suit. CAMSS Shelters specializes in top-tier portable military shelters, earning the trust of NATO members. The shelters are organized into series for convenience. The Q series, for instance, is celebrated for its swift setup. A 20Q shelter requires only 4 people and 30 minutes to assemble, offering 60 square meters of usable space. Meanwhile, the X series stands out with straight-walled shelters tailored for purposes ranging from hospitals to sanitation. One example, the 60X shelter, boasts an impressive 557 square meters of usable space. Imagine a van carrying a large improvised explosive device. This alarming situation is often referred to as an LVIED, or Large Vehicle Borne Improvised Explosive Device. To neutralize such threats quickly and safely, experts use the MLVD system. This system generates a high-pressure water jet capable of cutting through the vehicle and its explosive wiring. It safely neutralizes explosive barrels without triggering detonation. The MLVD is employed globally, not only for disarming explosives but also for tasks like breaking down walls and doors. Its versatility and effectiveness make it indispensable for experts in the field. The drone gun Mark IV devices appear like they're straight out of a science fiction film. Yet, they're very real, playing a vital role in drone warfare. What makes the drone gun Mark IV unique is its small size. It's compact enough to operate with one hand, weighing only 3.2 kilograms including the battery. Despite its portability, it delivers a significant punch. This device operates within the ISM and GNSS frequency ranges, capable of targeting drones from as far as 1 kilometer away. Even against swarms, it proves effective by disrupting control and signal transmission for multiple drones simultaneously. To top it off, the drone gun Mark IV can be ready for action in just 3 seconds. Key features of the Rokus bomb disposal robot include a top speed of 20 km per hour, 10 hours of operation on a full tank, and a 4-meter-long mechanical arm. Designed for handling mines and IDs, it can perform precise tasks such as unscrewing parts or cutting cables. Built on a tracked platform, Rokus can adapt to different roles, switching between bomb disposal and mule configurations as needed. Its open architecture system allows for easy customization. Thank you for watching today's TechNew video. If you find these technological inventions useful, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to see more shocking content. Share your thoughts about these inventions in the comments section below. See you next time.